I did a video probably about a fortnight ago now where I was talking about rankings, in particular the Ring Magazine rankings. Now, the Ring Magazine is very different from any sanctioning body in as much as they tend to just, there's no you're interim champion, you're this belt, you've got that belt. It's really more so just the top 10 is the general consensus top 10 in the respective division. Now, when I did that video on the Ring Magazine top 10, I was saying that I had no real arguments with anything that they had in the top 10 of heavyweight. The only issue I had with them was that they had Tyson Fury still in there number one. One, given the fact that he retired, and two, given the fact that he hasn't won a meaningful fight in about 3 years, maybe more, and he's coming in off the back of two back-to-back losses. Other than that, and again, if they were going to rank him, I didn't necessarily have a problem with them ranking him, but having him number one when you've the likes of Dubois, Parker, etc., Caballel below him, that didn't really sit right with me. But for the most part, as I said, Ring Magazine rankings are normally pretty damn good. They're normally a lot better than the sanctioning bodies. Case and point. So, Lawrence Okolie has recently moved up to heavyweight. Now, you may remember when he moved up to heavyweight, even before he had his first fight, he'd been given quite a high ranking. I think he was in at number 5 or so, thereabouts. Well, here we go. Wait till you hear this. At heavyweight, this is according to Boxing Scene, the previous number one, Ajay Caballel, has now captured the interim heavyweight title with a stoppage win over Zhilei Zhang. Caballel is now the mandatory challenger for Alexander Usyk, and obviously being interim champion, it's a glorified mandatory. That's really what it is. You therefore are no longer ranked in terms of you're not number one ranked or anything like that. You're kind of like almost like a regular champion, so to speak. You're taken out of the rankings, you're the interim champion, quote unquote, and you're guaranteed a title shot. That's essentially what you become. So then that frees up the number one slot, and etc., etc. With the number one slot now opened, Lawrence Okolie moves up from third. Oh my good lord. So he was fifth. They put him in at number 3, and now he's in at number 1. He's really earned that, hasn't he? Not having to go with Lawrence Okolie, but these rankings are an absolute joke. Okolie, previously a title holder, cruiserweight, WBO cruiserweight champion, mind you, not even with WBC, and Bridgerweight, only to arrive at heavyweight in December when taking less than a round to dispatch of Hussein Muhammad. And that's earned you a number 1 ranking. Now, I will point out that a number 1 ranking does not make you mandatory. For example, Dylan White was number 1 ranked by the WBC for a long time before he even became interim champion, but Dominic Brazil at the time was mandatory. I think this is going back to about 2017. Dylan White, I believe that was when he might have been highly ranked, but I think it was 2017 he became number 1 ranked. But number 1 ranked does not mean you're mandatory. It just means you're number 1 ranked. They haven't ordered an eliminator, etc. So it took him a while before he became number 1 ranked and mandatory. I think that was after he beat Oscar Rivas, if I'm not very much mistaken. That was for the interim title, and obviously that was in 2019. And he didn't get his crack, largely down to himself. Getting chinned by Povetkin certainly didn't help the matter. But it took him a good while before he ended up getting that shot. By the time he got the WBC crack, the belt had gone from Wilder to Fury, and Wilder had rematched Deontay Wilder twice over. So a good long time it took for Dylan White. So number 1 ranked isn't the same, but that's still pretty damn bad. Now, I'm just reading this off of BoxRec. Let's actually go see WBC heavyweight rankings. Let's actually just see if they updated the heavyweight rankings. Go on Box Live and see. I'd be really interested to see if they have, because I wouldn't mind seeing how the rest of this looks. Is that the that's the Ring? I was thinking, Jesus, what the hell's going on here? WBO, where's the WBC? IBF? No, we're not interested in them. They put them, okay, WBC. All right. They haven't updated it on Box Live. I wonder have they done it on their own official website, the WBC, because it'd be interesting to see the rest of it. Okay, here we go. So this is the rankings for the WBC. Let's just say the top 15. Because it goes further down. As of March the 8th, Lawrence Okolie number 1. Apparently he's silver champion. Didn't recall that title being on the line at all, but apparently he's silver champion. No idea why Anthony Joshua is number 2 ranked. That doesn't make any sense at all. He's not fought a WBC sanctioned bout in God knows how long. His last fight was for an IBF world title and he got knocked out in 5 rounds. Explain that to me. Fabio Wardley in there, number 3. Ajagba in there, number 4. Okolie 5. Frank Sanchez 6. Zhilei Zhang, number 7. Bakadir Jalilov 8. Hrgovic 9. I have never heard of this guy. He's a French heavyweight. Morard Avalé, I think is how you say his name, in at number 10. Justice Hooney in at number 11. Deontay Wilder in there at number 12. Hasn't won a fight in nearly 3 years. Don't know why he's that highly ranked. Andy Ruiz is in there. He is number 13. Again, when's the last time he won a fight? Nearly 3 years ago now. Derek Chisora, who's actually had a better run of form than a lot of the guys who were ahead of him, in at number 14. And Guido Vianello in at number 15. Who's below him? Who's below some of these guys? Atelma is 23 in the world. All right. But he's done better than some of the guys ahead of him, to be honest. Like, Atelma has at least fought the likes of Dempsey McKeon. And you're talking about the likes of Deontay Wilder. He hasn't won a fight since 2022. And he's still ranked in the top 15 of the WBC. Those WBC rankings are a joke. They really are. And again, I spoke about the Ring Magazine rankings not being normally good, but having Fury number 1 I didn't agree with. But for the most part, I was saying they're pretty spot on. Those rankings are an absolute joke. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you've Lawrence Okolie, nothing against him personally, in at number 1. Fabio Wardley has done more in the last year than a heavyweight than Lawrence Okolie has. There's just no ifs or buts about that. Anthony Joshua lost his last fight. You know, F.A. Jagba's not done much, but Okolie coming in at the back of a loss, fair enough. But you look at the likes of even Derek Chisora, to his credit, Otto Valin and Joe Joyce. They're better wins than Lawrence Okolie has done at heavyweight. It's just the fact of the matter. That is just true. So, yeah, really bad rankings. Really, really bad rankings by WBC. I cannot understand for the life of me some of these rankings. And who else have they got in here? I'm just looking through the rankings, just going down to see. They've got Johnny Fisher in the top 40. He's ahead of David Adeleye. I mean, I don't know. That's some seriously messed up rankings by the WBC. So Lawrence Okolie in at number 1. Do you think he deserves it? He's fighting Richard Riakporhe in a couple of weeks' time, and I expect him to win that fight. And then what? Like, does he actually get... Well, obviously, if Ajit Kabayel is mandatory, and the WBC, you know what they're like with mandatories, they're really bad. Really bad. Unless, of course, they don't particularly have much time for you, in which case they'll spin one on you like that. But, yeah, it's pretty... Their poor rankings, really poor. Really, really poor. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Until then, lads and lassies, I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, leave a like, all that good stuff. People, peace.